start a brand new rebuild, and this time it's the New England Patriots, a team that just got their brand new rookie quarterback who's going to be, hopefully starting and playing very well very soon in this NFL season. But let's get into some things first. First we have, some things to talk about here. Let's just go ahead and look at the roster. That's where I want to start on this rebuild. Obviously, Drake Maye, #1 quarterback. He's playing. Brissett's not playing over him. Ramondre Stevenson, a good running back. Juju's our wide receiver 1 for now. Demario Douglas, then Jalen Polk. After that, O-line, it's fine. You got a couple really solid players in Andrews and Onwenu. Cole Strange, he's there. City So and Caden Wallace, a rookie tackle over there. Hunter Henry's a really solid tight end. It's an okay unit. Just there's not a lot of explosiveness in this receiver room. That's kind of the biggest thing. Otherwise, a lot of people think this receiver room is really, really bad and there's no weapons here. I'd like to disagree. I think Juju can potentially be good if he, gets utilized right. I don't think he was used right last year. Demario Douglas is a young player who maybe can develop some. Jalen Polk as well. Kendrick Bourne, he's still here. I'm just rather play our young guys over him. Fine receiver. KJ Osborne, a fine receiver. I think there's something to work with here. It's just not the most explosive group. We need something to, put it over the top. But there's a start. Defensively, a very solid unit. Christian Gonzalez, going to be our CB1. Really good player. We have a good linebacking core with Tavai, Bentley, and Taki. Really solid. Keon White, we're going to get him reps at literally everywhere we can. He is a young player. He's got a dev trait. Solid player. Marte Mapu also going to get some reps in different spots. It's a solid defensive unit. Nothing amazing. The only problem is some of the guys that are like your best players, Matt Judon, John Jones, Peppers, they're kind of a little older, so they're probably not going to last a long time. They're going to probably be used as transitional pieces until we go to, whoever our next players are. So before we get into it, I want to show you some things. First off, the scouts. What I've got going on, I want to look at the receiver room mainly. That's what we're here for. Then safeties and tight ends, because we're going to have to develop those soon. Then we'll go with just some fill-ins here. You can see those. Not going to worry about that too much. There is a good potential receiver here. The #1 player is a receiver. That's very interesting. He's 6'6", 217 pounds. So he's probably very good because Madden has no way to hide anything. If they're like that tall and that big, then usually they're really good. We're going to look at him. We don't really want a quarterback, though this is a really solid quarterback class, it appears. 5 quarterbacks in the top 6 outside of DeAndre Hearns. P.J. Pickens, a potential corner. But I think our goal is to be as bad as we can, get DeAndre Hearns, and amplify the offense through him. Now, we have a camp standout. We have a season goal. Some things to look at. Rookie quarterback 1. We're playing Philly week 1. Tough matchup for us. We're going to have to say, Chad Ryland. What in the world? That's a kicker. Whatever. Show flashes. I don't know why he's saying the name. It might just be a mistake, but who knows? I don't know. Either way, that's confusing. Camp standout. It is going to be, I think, Josh Uche. I think I remember that's what it is. I've already done the training camp and everything, so the roster ratings you see may not be completely accurate. I do have my own roster. If you want to check that out on Xbox, go search Madden 25 or just gamertag Shredder, SHRD3R, and you'll find it there. It is a pretty fair roster, I believe. There's also, if you click the link in the description, there is a Google Sheet full of dev trade upgrades that you can look at and copy them if you want to. I did do that for this team. When I do rebuilds for a team, I don't do every team because that would take way too long. And this is just, we got enough here. Either way, before we get into this video, let me remind you, let me find it. Check out W.GG. This is my Blue Raspberry W right here. It's my favorite flavor they have. They have a bunch of different flavors. They have a bunch of different shakers and merch. Use code Shredder for 10% off your order of anything on their website. And check out W.GG. That's what the website is, W.GG. Or there's a link in the description as well. So check that out and we'll get right into this video. So we trade Kendrick Bourne, who's going to be a free agent after this year anyways, and he's not playing for us for a 3rd and a 4th. Why not? There's no reason to have him on the roster if he's not going to play. He's going to be off contract. The Chiefs need a receiver. So we do that. And now we'll go ahead and look at free agents, see who we got here. If there's anybody even worth our while. Probably not. Let's just see if there's any wide receivers that are mentors. Yeah, we got a couple of these. We'll go with Marvin Jones Jr. We'll go with Marvin Jones Jr. Get him on the roster just because we got to fill a hole anyways. Make sure that depth chart didn't change, and otherwise, I mean, you know, we're 3-4. It's a little better than I'd like to be, but whatever. I mean, I'm not super concerned about it. We'll just continue off this rebuild and, you know, kind of hope that we lose more games. Get a breakout game for our quarterback. Presumably it's Drake Maye, right? I mean, you'd think so. He had 300 yards and 3 touchdowns last week. Drake Maye comes off a stellar game, gets the chance to go up to a superstar. Needs to have 1 or fewer interceptions, 350 yards, or 4 total touchdowns with Drake Maye to increase his depth trait. Let's hope so. I mean, I don't know. Pittsburgh has a pretty good defense, I guess. So, I mean, it's kind of a lot to ask for in a way. But, I mean, this would be a great improvement for Drake Maye if he's able to hit this. We're 5-7. Is that what that said? Oh, yeah, that's correct. We won last week against the Chargers. Drake Maye had a good game. Maybe we can do it again. Let's go ahead and just simulate this game and get to the week 15, almost to the end of the season of the first year. Yeah, we did not get that. No chance. 21-13 loss. Not a chance. He did not. Yeah, okay. I was making sure it wasn't like he hit the requirements but just lost. I didn't think so, but okay. Either way, that's going to do it. I mean, we're not going to worry about that too much more. Negotiations-wise, we don't need to bring back anyone here. There is nothing that I'm interested in about one of those players. At the end of the season, we are 5-12. Not very good. That's fine, though. Here is the final. Jalen Hurts finally gets himself a Super Bowl win. You know, all the other things you can see over there on the side, you know, whatever. Pretty standard year. This could happen this year. You know, Jets, Eagles, that'd be a pretty interesting Super Bowl, I think. Let's check the retirement, see if we had anybody lose that we lost. Nico Autry, not position minimum. Cordero Patterson, Cameron Jordan, Patrick Peterson, Adam Thielen, Kevin Zeitler, Tyrod Taylor, Casey Hayward, Trent Williams, Raheem Mostert, Joe Flacco, Levante David, Von Miller. Doesn't look like we had anybody. Let me double check that. Nope, we're good. Bills lost a couple, though. Either way, our offense, our team was just not good. Looking at the stats down there in that My Team ranks, 27th in points per game, 20th in yards per game, offense or pass yards. Rush yards was 30th. Defensive points per game was 28th. We allowed the 28th most points, or 4th most points, really. Defensive pass yards per game was 27th, and same was rush. Looking at our player stats, though, Drake Maye had a pretty average year, not very good. 3,700 yards, 21 touchdowns, 16 picks. Not a bad completion percentage, but, you know, if you count the picks, might be a better completion percentage, you know? Ramondre Stevenson got 10 touchdowns, but not 1,000 yards. It's sad. Drake Maye did add another 350 on the ground plus 5 touchdowns. I like to see that. Juju, 750, 700 for Hunter Henry. Demario Douglas had 700 with 5 touchdowns. Jalen Polk had a 622 year. Whatever. Not really very great at all. Caden Wallace was absolutely awful, allowing 12 sacks on the year. Cole Strange played pretty well, though. Defensively, I see we had Judon 8.5 sacks, Barmore 5.5, Godshaw 2.5, same with Keelan White, 2 for that. Everything else is there. Kyle Duggar, Julius Peppers both get 2 picks. Judon, Bentley, and Marcus Jones get 1. Guess they didn't throw the ball to Christian Gonzalez whatsoever. We didn't have any safeties, nor touchdowns. That's it. Not a good year. But hey, that's kind of what we wanted in year 1. We didn't really want to be very good because, well, if we're very good, then we can't have a good draft or something. We have some players to upgrade. We'll worry about that later. We're not even going to worry about re-signing anybody. Those guys who were on our roster were nobodies. I'm just going to make sure there's not an option we have to pick up. I don't think there is, but it would suck if we, you know, just completely glanced over it and lost out on somebody's option we wanted to accept. We have a ton of money, $91 million. Yeah, we're good. No one there is any kind of valuable to us. No, not even a little bit. We got some players to upgrade. It's probably all just the practice squad guys. Jermaine Burton ended up on our practice squad. That's cool. So did Alex Leatherwood and a couple others. That's awesome. Jermaine Burton will be a receiver on our team now. That'll be, you know, an upgrade more than likely. In terms of mock draft 3 being out, let's see what we're picking. We're going to be 5th. That sucks. Okay, wait. DeAndre Hearns is 6th right now. He's top 5 talent. Good to know. Looks like we can land him. We'll have to check the next mock drafts. We may not have to trade up, but honestly, with having our future quarterback on our team already, I'm willing to trade up if we have to go get DeAndre what was his name? DeAndre what? I don't even remember. Hearns? That might be right. I don't know. Either way, we'll see. I'm interested in him. Free agent wise, Bakhtiari's here. Michael Pierce is here. Drew Tranquil, Rashid Shaheed. Yeah, not a great class. We're going to maybe just fill some holes if we need to, but we'll just see. I'll let you know who we sign. We're at the draft, and it looks like in Mock Draft 5, we're going to be able to get away and get DeAndre Hearns. Now, I really think that's what we have to do. I really don't see another option here. Mock Draft 4 also confirms this. It looks like we're going to get him. So, as long as things don't go crazy, we need to make sure we know who is in front of us in terms of the picks. Henderson, Pickens, Jacobson, Jenkins, Lindsey. Henderson, Pickens, Jacobs, Jenkins, and Lindsey. We'll get to the draft, and hopefully those guys go in that order. In free agency, I forgot to stop at the free agency recap, so here we are. But we brought in supposedly C.J. Ham if he signed. I never really saw that one. We brought in Cameron Dicker just because he's better and he was cheap. And also, we brought in Ezra Cleveland, a guard who might start over City So, depending on that situation. He's a younger, he's a star dev. That's a good gain there, I think. There wasn't really anybody else I was interested in. Now, we're going to go pick by pick here. And make sure we, Henderson was first, and there was like 2 J's, I think, or Pickens. Pickens was fine. That's fine. Jacobson, one more. Please don't take our receiver. Jenkins, let's go. We got him. We got our man. DeAndre Hearns. You're coming to New England, bud. Let's check this guy out a little bit more. 6'6", 217. Great speed. 4.3 speed at 6'6". Holy crap. Elite jumping, great strength. Everything here is really good. The only thing, injury could be a little better, but even run block and short route are both B. Those are the things you can't see. He's a hidden dev, 95 speed, 97 acceleration. This guy's insane. This might be the best receiver I've ever seen out of a draft. This is insane. Great timing to get him in a New England Patriots rebuild when we need an explosive receiver. We're going to go to the second round. Not waste too much time with this. Hopefully, I want to improve our trenches. We got to. Our centers, our guards, our tackles. What's available? Top 5 quarterback is sitting here. We're not taking him. We have Drake May. What am I doing? We don't want a receiver. Courtney Blake, I don't know about that. Tackles are so deceiving. They have that one has a lot of A's and B's. For sure. Hold on. Bobby Goldman, 6'7", 327. He's a good athlete. Bad injury potential. But he looks really solid outside of that. As long as that run block finesse is maybe more of a C or D instead of an F, that could be really solid. I don't know. I'm going to look around a little more, but we're going to keep him in mind. I believe he was a left tackle, Bobby Goldman. No, he must be a right tackle. Left guard. I don't know. I don't see nothing here that I particularly care about. Center. Ashton Kuhn looks pretty good. Kuhn, I don't know how to say that name. 21 years old, solid speed, elite agility, elite change of direction. Lead blocks an A, stamina is a C, pass block finesse is an A. He looks really solid. Decent injury potential. We'll see about him. Glenn Boston. Maybe so. I don't know. That looks okay. Bobby Goldman was a right tackle. Okay. We can move him to left if we needed to, but we'll look around some more. Let's check the defensive line. I don't see anything on these guys that I'm caring about. Finesse moves a C, power moves a D. Rashard Harrell looks pretty solid. Block shedding is potentially not as good, though. B awareness, A play rec, B power moves, A injuries, nice. This was the other one. Block shedding's a B. We got a better block shed here, better injury here compared. Physicals, solid speed, elite strength. Elite strength is kind of what you want with a D tackle, obviously. Only good strength here, but great speed. So he's more of an athlete. I think I like JoJo Townsend more. What are we looking at? He's a 3rd to 4th round guy. We're not taking him here. We might consider that tackle then. Or what was Kuhn? He was 2 to 3, so yeah, that one. But we do need a center as much. I feel like we do need a tackle more. Let's double check these guards. Make sure we don't see anything here that we, would rather have. We could also look at cornerbacks. Cornerbacks are always a good thing to find later. I see an A-man coverage is very nice. 55% scout on him. He's a potential first-round guy. Injuries decent. Zone coverage is also B. This guy's gonna be really good. He's got 2 good coverage ratings. Kelvin Booker. I do need the tackle more than the corner. Ugh. I'm going to have to go with the tackle. No. Who is our CB room? We have Jonathan Jones behind him, behind Christian Gonzalez, obviously. I think I want to go with Kelvin Booker because tackles are so hard to draft. If you don't have them scouted, it's not really worth it. Only normal dev, but 91 speed, 92 acceleration, 91 agility, 94 change. A lot of 90s. He could be really solid. I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be like a 70. I'm going to take like a 75, 76 maybe. He could be really solid. Tackles are just so hard to gauge. To me, it's not really worth trying to throw a lob up and hope that we can slam it down, you know? I'd rather just be sure of what I'm getting. Now we'll check back for, was Kunis potentially? No, he's not here. We'll have to see. I see a bunch of A's potential here. We could look at that. Let's see. Let's check him out some. Keontae Curse. A awareness is good. F injury is not good. A pass block finesse is good. Decent, but I'm not loving the injury. Let's check the D lineman again. Not really anything I see there I love. JoJo Townsend's still here. We did like him a minute ago. We might just go ahead and go with him. We do need to beef up our defensive line a little bit. We've already gotten a secondary member. We'll go and take him. He's normal dev, but he's 95 strength. He's going to be pretty solid if that's his strength. That's just a good sign. Strength for a D tackle is very, very important. We have another pick in this third round. We could look at a running back. I know we only have 2 on the roster currently. We could look at the lineman again if he's there. Let's see. Do we have any running backs here we care about? I see an A right here for sure. An A right there for sure. Both power backs, ball carry. That's what? Break tackle. Break tackle's nice. Aaron Spencer out of Kansas. What's this guy? Solid speed, 4.46 speed. What's the other speed? Tyler McCoy, 4.55. So a little slower. Ball carry. Juke move and spin moves are Fs. That's bad. Stiff arms an A. Juke move, spin move are decent. Stiff arms an A. This guy's much more balanced. Tyler McCoy is much more balanced. He's day 3. So we'll keep an eye on him. What was that guy? Was it something Curse? He's gone, I think. He was a left. I think he was a left guard. Yeah, he was a left guard. He's gone. Kind of missed our shot on the line, and then I'm not really sure I see one that I really care about here. Do we need a tight end? We might. Boss. I like Hobbs' potential. I don't know. I'm not really seeing anything here I care about too much. Patrick Sitton, he's got a B for sure on the run blocking, which is kind of nice to have, but we'll wait on that. I think we'll go with the running back over anything there. Not really seeing anything I care about. We're going to go and take Tyler McCoy just for a backup running back. Looked really solid. Speed's an 88. Could be worse. I'll take it. I think we might look towards that tight end this next pick, though. He should be there. This is only going to be the 5th pick of the 4th round. We'll see. Trying to get some weapons around this. Tight end. Which one was it? Sitton? Or was it Hobbs? Let's look at them both. Both are about 260. Great speed here. 4.57. He's the first speed in the class. F impact block. What's their injury ratings? What we want to know. That's always a big important one because I don't want him to get hurt forever. Injury's a D here for Patrick Sitton. Better awareness and run blocking, though. Which one was it? Was it Hobbs? I think it was Hobbs. Yeah, it was Hobbs. F impact blocking. His run blocking's fine. His injury's better. His stiff arm. We'll go with Hobbs probably if we do this. The only thing I don't like is the awareness is an A over here, and awareness is it's just like a telltale sign of how good someone is. I don't know. Linebackers, do we really need one? I don't think so. Nothing I'm really seeing I care about. Not speed rusher. Nothing. Nothing at all. All right. We're going to probably just go take the tight end. Hobbs versus Sitton. That was what we were looking at. We'll go with Hobbs. We know the awareness on Sitton is better, which might make him a better overall, but this guy's probably going to be a better athlete just totality-wise, better player. The awareness doesn't tell everything. So, yeah. We'll look at the linebackers again here in a second. We haven't taken anybody in that range. We probably should. We probably should have taken a lineman too, but we haven't done that, so we'll see. Yeah. Nothing here. Just nothing there. I'm really not liking what I see at all here, to be quite honest. I might consider Telvin Ware just because of the scheme fit. It's a little bit undersized at 6'2", but block shedding's a C to F. Man coverage is bad. Zone coverage is not great. Finesse moves are okay. Power moves are all right. We'll take him. He's probably not going to be very good. I don't have anybody else really scouted, though, that I know of. And, you know, we could always use an extra edge rusher. You can always have an extra edge rusher. We don't actually have a right outside linebacker on the roster, I don't think, right now. So, that does, you know, change maybe something a little bit. Either way, Kramer's here still. Check the cornerbacks again, because, you know, the corners. He's officially day 3. We know that much. Is there anybody else we have really scouted? UDFA. Day 3 on Kasim Ward. Let's check the corners, because, you know, maybe you always find a late round corner is pretty good. I see a B here. He's... B-man coverage ain't bad for Oscar Bush or Bill Giles. He's got potentially decent at both. I'd like to see, like, double C's. If I could know that, that'd be great. Like, that would be really solid. I mean, I think Oscar Bush is fine. He's got B-man coverage. What's his athleticism like? Pretty quick, great speed, poor strength. A to C injury. We'll take him. Oscar Bush, welcome to the team. 93, 91, whatever. And I'm going to let the CPU finish out these last 2 picks. At our draft recap, let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. Our receiver, DeAndre Hearns, 83 overall wide receiver. Booker's a 78. That's even better than I thought. 75, Townsend, 74, McCoy. Dom Hobbs, not great. I wonder what the other tight end was. His name was Sitton. We'll check him out if we can. Telvin Ware's not good. Oscar Bush is fine. Braxton Bout. We got a good tight end somewhere. Way later, but whatever. And we got another running back who is cheeks, but whatever. What we got 4th round. I want to know what Sitton was. Did we make a mistake? He could not be in the 4th round. There's a possibility of that. Looking for a name, Sitton. He's not here. Round 5. No, first pick, 73. So we missed out on Patrick Sitton. Would have been the best tight end that we would have drafted, and we took a guy over him anyways. I want to check out and see who's the best player in this class. DeAndre Hearns is the best player. Pickens is really good too, 82. A lot of good players in this class. Up to, how many? Is that like 1077 or above? There's 977 or above, and that's really good. This is a good draft class. Really good draft class to have, but we got the best player. We got a awesome wide receiver for us. Let's get to the preseason. So we make this trade that is maybe questionable to you, but Deatrick Wise and Austin Hooper are guys that we have backups who should probably play over them because they're younger, they have dev traits, things like that. We need a left tackle. We get Courtney Blake. And then we bring in Sanders because we have to for cap reasons, but we're going to cut him straight away. We give up a 4th. Really easy trade. It's kind of to get some players off the roster that we don't need anymore and bring in a player that maybe can be our future left tackle. All right, looking at our roster for year 2, everybody is started ever better. So Hearns is our wide receiver 1, Douglas is 2, Polk is 3, Juju is 4, but he's going to be our secondary slot receiver. Bowers is going to be our tight end 2, even though he was our tight end in the 6th round. Drake Maye, obviously, Ramondre Stevenson. Everything here is the same except for Blake and Cleveland come in. Defensively, Matt Judon's up to an X factor. That's nice. Townsend's going to start at D-tackle. We're going to move Booker up to CB2. Everything else is pretty much the same. Jonathan Jones will play CB3 in our slot position. He's probably a guy that gets traded this year, though, at the deadline. He is a free agent after this year. So we're going to look at our camp standout. I think it's Christian Barmore, if I remember correctly once again. And that is Christian Barmore. That's going to be helpful if we can get that D-line going. He's a really good defensive end, and you know, him and our JoJo Townsend, the rookie, and all those things could be really, really good for us. Season goal, we won 5 games last year. We got a lot better. I think we can... We'll do make the playoffs. We'll do make the playoffs. I mean, are we going to make the playoffs? I don't know. We could, though. I think that is definitely possible. Yeah, for weekly strategy, I'll kind of just give you a lowdown real quick of what's happening there. Hearns, obviously, Booker, Townsend, Drake Maye still getting work. Bowers getting work, and Jalen Polk still getting work because he's so young. We want to get that going. Either way, that's going to be it. Let's get through this season. Our rookie D-tackle is going to have a breakout game potentially, so let's see if he can do it. We're currently 0-2. This is only 3 weeks in. I mean, that's fine. Maybe I shouldn't have said make the playoffs. That's a bit, aggressive. But here we are. Let's just see. We'll upgrade players and staff next week. Let's see if we can get JoJo Thompson to get to star dev. That would be very helpful. We have a good game but lose 35-29. At least a good scoring game. Humbling experience. Great. Not having the best luck with breakout games so far. Not at all. DeAndre Hearns is an X factor. I kind of figured he was because of how just dominant he seemed. 6'6", 83 overall. All those things combined, he just seemed like an X factor. That's going to be a huge addition for this team, making us a lot better. However, we're 0-4, so not really the best situation to be in. Let's get to the bye week. Here at our bye week, week 7, we finally get our first win against the Texans. So I want to check some things out. We have a ton of money. Jabril Peppers going to be off contract. Javani Talai. Christian Barmore will bring back. Stevenson will bring back. Uche we might bring back. Judon, I don't know about him. He's 32 already. Jonathan Jones. There's a lot of guys that I think we should go ahead and trade. I'm going to be on a lot. We're going to send out a lot right now. Jabril Peppers, probably gone. Jelani Tavai, probably gone. Matt Judon, probably gone. John Jones, gone. Not even questioning him. David Andrews, even, potentially. I might hold on to him for now. We got a lot of guys to get rid of. And I think it's just guys like Judon, he's an X factor. He's an 80 whatever overall. He is going to regress immediately once this season's over. Peppers, he's a free safety, but we have Tyler Nubin behind him. We were able to scoop him up off of some waivers. Essentially, let's see. Ramadre will bring him back probably. Tavai, our linebacker position. Bentley and Taki are here for 2 more years both. Tavai just kind of is the odd man out here. I mean, maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to keep him and drop one of the others because he's better than them. We might consider that because he's only 27 right now to bring like a 2-year deal. We'll wait on him. But Jonathan Jones can go. He's already 30. Peppers probably can go too. We're going to start with Judon and Jones. We'll see about Peppers. Is there any team that has green interest in any of them? Judon's a guy that is probably going to command some interest somewhere, somehow. Team like Philly would be a nice trade. Our defense has been really bad. That's kind of our problem. So if we could trade him for like a really good... Jalen Carter would be a pipe dream, man. I mean, there's no way, right? No chance. Yeah, okay. I felt bad for even doing that. I don't know what I was doing. Yeah, we just got to find somebody who can take on the money. We can get a defender from. Like a Quinnen Williams, a Sauce Gardner would be amazing. That'd be amazing. We do need an edge rusher back, though, when we do this. That's kind of a big deal. I'm not going to get Sauce. Is there a team I can go get an edge rusher from? Aiden Hutchinson, 2 years left on his deal. They're probably going to try to keep him. Rashawn Gary could be interesting. I don't want Clowney out of here. Max Crosby's a guy who I've never traded for. I've never really tried to. He might be one that I'm going to try to gauge interest in really fast. See how much we can, how close we can get. I would give up all 3 of these guys for him. He's a very, very good player. Not to mention we have Marte Mapu. So, I mean, I would definitely do this deal. We're not actually as far as I thought, but I don't think it's going to be possible. I just don't, without giving up tons and tons of picks, I don't think that's going to happen. So we'll move on. Don't want Matty Buike. Trying to look for a top-tier edge rusher. Not really seeing anybody. TJ Watt, 2 years left on his deal. Not really sure about that one. Alex Highsmith. 27 years old, 4 years. I just don't want to do that. I've done that trade before, so I don't want to do that again. Will Anderson? Is there a world where we could get him? For these, how what are we doing that for these teams? Not even close. Would they offer for Danielle Hunter? I don't want to do Danielle Hunter. He's too old. He's 29. That's just too old. It's a tough one, man. It's a really tough one. I'm going to find a trade, and I'll let you know what I figure out. So I want to show y'all we're on the verge of a big trade. Myles Garrett and the Browns are 0-6. So we're going to play a scenario here where Myles Garrett wants out, right? We have to get this player for it to be... And this is actually the guy we were going to draft earlier. This is the center we were going to draft, which would... He's a good player, 76 with a dev trait. So far, with Jabril Peppers, he's one of the only players I can give up. We're not far away. 2 firsts is nothing for a guy like Myles Garrett. We're working on this trade somehow, some way. We're very close. A second is almost there. I could give up a first and get it, but I don't really want to give up a first. Is this enough to just lay it over the edge? We'll go to a 5th. How about a 5th this year even, just to make it a little bit more. There we go. Myles Garrett to the Patriots. Now we have to get rid of David Andrews. Now we have to get rid of Matt Judon still. Maybe we keep Judon. Nah. What are we doing? Trade decline Browns. I don't understand that at all. What happened? We have to make some trades now to fill up space. We're gonna get rid of Judon. We're gonna get rid of Jones. We couldn't. For some reason, they wanted Peppers more than the other two. I tried. There was also a money issue. I tried to get rid of Peppers or Judon or whoever else to them. Just didn't get anywhere with it. So Judon, I mean, the going rate for him, we could go bring in like a Miles Murphy and just kind of replace him 1 for 1. I actually don't mind that at all. Tryon Shoyinka with a dev trait plus 2 picks. Interesting. I like that superstar dev Tryon Shoyinka. As long as he's not off contract super soon, we will take this deal. Depending on what his contract looks like. He's been 30 years. He might be off contract. Nope, he's on contract for 4 years and for nothing. Give me that now. Thank you very much. I don't know why in the world they'd offer that. So, there we go. We got that one figured out. Now we need to get rid of Andrews. We need to get rid of the corner, whatever his name is that I'm blanking out on right now. So, we'll do those two, and we're going to have a much better looking team. David Andrews is gone because Ashton Kuhn is 1 overall worse with a dev trait. So, yeah, we definitely want him out. And we'll also get rid of John Jones here with this trade, whatever we do. Bring back somebody of value, hopefully. A lot of no-name or nobody receivers that I don't care about. James Houston wouldn't be bad, but just not amazing either. I mean, I'd rather get like a corner or Makai Blackman would be solid. I mean, that's decent. Did I miss anybody up front? Gervon Dexter is with a... he's fine. I'm going to go with Makai Blackman. I'll take it. It's just a good corner. He's young. He'll be around. Now we're good. We have our roster set. This is going to be nasty. Let's go ahead and take a gander at this lineup. Bauer's up to an X Factor. What in the world? He's an X Factor tight end? I didn't even know that was a thing. I literally had no idea. Not a clue that he was an X Factor tight end. He's starting now, buddy. DeAndre Hearns, he's going to start, obviously. Drake Maye, Douglas, Polk, all this is the same except for Kuhn is now here. I don't know why Cole Strange isn't starting, but we're going to make that happen. Either way, defensively, though, Myles Garrett at our left outside linebacker, Joe Tryon Shoyinka. I don't know how we got these trades. That was stupid, how easy that was. They wanted these players just to give up for whatever reason. But, hey, we've improved our defense. We could go on a crazy run here in this year. Yeah, we're 1 in what, 5? 1 in 5? Yeah, but I don't know. With all those improvements, we could be really good, especially because our tight end's an X Factor. Our 6th-round rookie tight end is an X Factor. Who would have known?
Look at us. Hey, look at us.
Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
Here in Week 16, we haven't gotten a whole lot better, but we have a breakout defensive back, and it's Kelvin Booker, our rookie. That could be really good for us, actually, if he does get something going here. He just has to have one stat, something. Tackle for loss even. That'll be easy. Or you'd think so, but, you know, this game never likes to get up to us. So, let's look at some of our negotiations while we're here. Christian Barmore, we need to bring him back. I'll give him 3 years. No, we'll go 5 years. He's a young player. This will save us money in the long run. Ramondre Stevenson probably should come back. He's not all that expensive. He wants to be here, so we can probably lower this a little bit too. We'll see if we can do that for 3 years. Okay. Don't want to make him mad. Josh Uche, probably should have traded him after we got Shoyinka, but, you know, for 3 years, that's a really good deal. We could even trade him later. We're going to see if he'll take this. If he will. All right, he's here, so he can be a trade piece later if necessary. Marco Wilson, nothing special about him. We'll just let him walk. And then after that, I think Godchall's interesting. We're going to wait till the offseason to re-sign him. Other than that, we need to get Tavai would be nice to have back, but he's a little bit expensive. We're going to wait until the free agent period for him because we could get him back then, or there might be a better linebacker available that we could spend money on and, maybe spend a little more, but be a little more cost-effective in terms of how good they are. So let's see if Kelvin Booker gets his upgrade here. Week 16, we lose badly, 34-7. He's finally starting to see results. So we do get the breakout game finally for Kelvin Booker. And he has 20,000 XP. That's going to be a very helpful margin. We're not making the playoffs this year, so I got that much wrong. But other than that, the good news is we can go and do something else in the draft, hopefully making next year a very good year for us. At the end of the season, we did worse than last year. We actually lost more games than last year. We got a little better defensively. We're now 27th in defensive rush yards instead of 28th. And our offense is middle of the pack both ways. But, geez, man, we got a ton of money to spend. That's one good side of this. We're going to go and get to the Super Bowl because there's nothing that's going to matter between here. Well, let's check out our stats first, I guess. See how good our players did. Drake Maye, solid year. I mean, he got better. He definitely got better. More yards, I think more touchdowns, and less picks, so he got better. Ramadre got better. That's a good sign. Drake Maye didn't score any on the run this time, but did do fine. Hearns had 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, really solid. Polk had 750 for 6. DeMario Douglas, 650 and 8. Bowers had 420 and 1. I can't believe he's an X Factor, dude. He was a CPU drafted 6th round tight end that is X Factor. That's ridiculous. He's probably going to lose it, though, my luck. Either way, checking the sack numbers, 12 for Barmore, 11 for Garrett, 7.5 for Tryon Troyinka, 3 for White and Townsend, 1.5 for Tavai and Duggar, and 1 for Uche. Picks, 2 for Gonzalez, 1 for Tavai, 1 for Bentley. And let's see about the fun stuff. Any safeties? No. Any touchdowns? No. All right. That sucks. Oh, well. That's going to be it for this season. We'll get to the offseason and hopefully have some big names to grab in free agency. The Eagles go back-to-back, win themselves another Super Bowl. Quinion Mitchell gets player of the game this time around. Dak Prescott wins MVP. Micah Parsons gets Defensive Player of the Year. Seems a little biased to me. Either way, we're already a little farther along. I accidentally skipped past the regular yearly review. But we have some players to upgrade, some players to re-sign. It's going to be just the depth chart, or not depth chart. Practice squad guys, excuse me. Can't think straight right now. Either way, we got some negotiations to look over. Jelani Tavai, I'm going to wait on him. I don't care to see him right now. We'll give this offer to Ramadre. I think that's... I don't know. We'll do that right there. Not interested in signing. Okay. We might have... But you are interested, is the thing. We're not going to accept Cole Strange's option. I think we can get him at a lower number just next year. Devon Godshaw, we can wait on him. Marco Wilson, I'm not interested. So Cole Strange, he'll be on contract next year. He'll just not have his 5th-year option. Ramadre Stevenson, Jelani Tavai, and a D tackle. It's kind of what we need to look for just to start with. Then we have to see what else is there. Let's do just that. Let's go to stage 1. We have $130 million in open money. That's going to be a good one. Hopefully there's a lot of good free agents, and they are. Best one available is Zach Martin. That's solid. Okay. Hufanga. Okay. Travaris Ward. Okay. Bolton, Bitonio, Bakhtiari. We got some guys here. Okay. So first off, I already forgot everything we just did. So running back wise, Ramadre does want to come back. He wants more money than originally. Wow, that ain't happening. We're going to go 5 for 3 years. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. And we're going to have to offer him more than that. We can't just lose him. We'll go 6. That's another $1 million more. He wants to be here. We're at least in the running. That's a little bit risky, but whatever. We'll take it for now. After that, we had the D tackle. We don't have any more. Liam McNeil, he wants $14 million, which is a lot, but man, that was looking nice outside of the fact that $14 million. T'Vondre Sweat's here. Mason Smith's here. That's a little crazy. A little bit silly, if you might add. I'm going to go for T'Vondre Sweat, see if we can lower this number down and get him on contract for a few years. We'll go 4. He likes it somewhat. It's better than I thought he'd do. And then what was the other thing? Crap, I already forgot. Oh, a linebacker, right. Judon's a free agent, so we traded all that stuff for these guys to just be free agents. That's hilarious. See, Tavai's here. Or we can spend $3 million more to get a 3-year younger, 3 overall better player. Lots of 3s there. We're going to definitely offer Nick Bolton because he's very good. 5 years at this number. We'll take it if he'll accept it. We're not even close to in the running for it, doesn't look like. Jeez. We'll go to 5, and I guess, I mean, we'll do that right there. If that makes it any better, adding just a few more decimal points. Whatever, he doesn't want to be here. Not really interested in Tavai anyways. We'll be fine at our position this year. We can always bring in, you know, a David Long or a Jordan Brooks for 1 year. Chavaris Ward is a very intriguing guy here. Very intriguing. Talanoa Hufanga, we have Kyle Duggar. We don't need him. Go bring Peppers right back again, right? That'd be hilarious. Just trade him away just to get him right back, right? No, I'm not really interested in any of that. Chavaris Ward, though, is interesting. Zach Martin's he's 34. That's just hard to want to do at 34 years old. I'll give 2 years to Chavaris Ward. He'll be our CB1 as soon as he walks in the door. That'll be a really good ad for us. Wow, still not even the top. What an insane group of free agents. They don't want to do anything. Maybe he only wants the 1 year. We'll offer him the 1 year. We'll go up to 8.5 and 9.5 and see what he does here. Does that make us any better? Okay, now we're in more, we're in play here. Might as well withdraw the Nick Bolton offer. He's not accepting if that's the case. We're going to throw a little bit more money at what's his name because we need him back if we're not going to have anybody else. This is kind of blown up in my face a little bit, not going to lie. Chavaris Ward, we might as well offer him a little more as well. We'll go 9 and 10 because, he is a 90 overall, I guess. I mean, that's a good enough start. Yeah, we're not going to offer him any more than that. He's not going to sign. We'll go back to the available guys. Zach Martin actually has no offers. Our right guard position is currently Ezra Cleveland. This would be a massive upgrade. I'm going to offer him a really, really low number. And if he accepts it, great. If not, who cares? That is like a steal for us if we are able to land that deal. He doesn't really want it, but at this point, I'm considering Hufanga to play free safety simply for the fact of he's interested in us. And that might be good enough to get a guy on the roster at this point. We got to take somebody off if we're not going to do that. We're not going to get Chavaris Ward more than likely. Did he have any offers? He does. This is tough, man. We'll go ahead and withdraw the offer from Zach Martin because he has no other offers right now. We can wait on him. Hufanga, I'm just going to offer this base right here and just see where we're at. Just to see. We're not even in the top few, man. That's insane. It's a very hefty contract for a safety, especially one who's about to play out of position for us. We'll take it because we just need the good players in general. And so we've got Hufanga, Ward, Stevenson, and Sweat. I don't know where the 5th guy is, but whoever, I don't know. Hufanga and Stevenson. So we didn't get Ward. That's okay, honestly. Might be for the best. We're going to lower this again and try to go back for Zach Martin. We'll go a little higher than we did last time. He does have an offer. Yeah, the Jets are going to pay him at least semi-decently. What do we look like if we go down to that? Is that even close to the Jets offer? All right, we're at least close. He's a really good player nonetheless, so we'll do that much. We got Hufanga. That's a good one. Bakhtiari could make a really crazy O-line here. No, we're not going to do that. We've got a good tackle there. We'll see what else we do. We might consider bringing back Tavai now. We didn't get a linebacker. Is there any left outsides that are really not left outside linebackers? Or right outside, the same thing? EJ Speed's not really, but we don't want him. Tavai's just better. We might just go with Tavai because he is just better. I mean, it's just that, he's a solid player. 4 years is kind of a long time. We're going to see what that offer looks like. We're just going to withdraw. I'm not even going to deal with that. We'll bring in a guy because we'll need some depth. Jordan Brooks or Adrian Cooper's here. I'll take that one. Actually, I like that better than Tavai anyway, so you're lost, buddy. We'll give him that. That's a pretty solid deal. He'll probably accept. And then, do we need a corner? I don't even know who our corners are anymore. We go get Jonathan Jones back, right? Hilarious. Kool-Aid, not doing that. Caleb Farley's here. Let's just see what our cornerback room looks like currently. Marcus Jones is our 3. I would like to get another corner that's really good, but I'm also not going to spend money on one that I'm not going to really want back after a year. So if we're going to spend money on a corner, we're going to get a Michael Carter. He's an 81. It's really solid. He's only wanting that much money. That's not even bad. If he'd take that, we'll absolutely sign him. We're not to the top yet. Brandon Stevens only has one offer. We're just going to jump our offer down. We're going to jump it down. This guy wants less money anyway, so why not, right? Brandon Stevens, he's a former Raven, maybe a current Patriot, right? We're at least in the running for it. We're going to offer just a little bit more so we can get a leg up on this. It's not even a bad deal. An 80 overall corner for a few years would be really solid. And then targeted, Martin, Stevens, Cooper. Oh, we're actually in a race for Cooper. I'm gonna offer Cooper a little more. He's a good enough player for me to warrant this. 5 years, we'll give him that much. 6.5 a year. That's a really good deal for him. He'll probably accept that. We're still tied. Okay, 5 years. We'll go up to $4 million because that's still not even bad. And then 3.5 on the bonus. That's gonna be a good deal for us. He's a star dev. He'll develop well. Yeah, I think this will be good for us. We're gonna get him. Hopefully we get T'Vondre Sweat. We'll see about him in a minute. We got two or somebody. We got Edgerrin Cooper. Somebody declined. I don't even know who it was. Uh-oh. Zach Martin declined. Okay, that's fine. We didn't need him anyways. We didn't want him. Whatever. Brandon Stevens, T'Vondre Sweat are left. We're going to have to go to the next day. We'll see. Well, this is relatively silly. We can go get Patrick Sitton in a fifth for Hunter Henry, who's going to be off contract after this year. Okay. Cool. I mean, that's pretty good, I guess. So, I don't know why that's there, but he's not starting, I guess, and so they're willing to do that. I'm willing to do that, too. Free agency recap. Had a good free agency, and we still have a ton of money left is the great thing. My signs, we get Talanoa Hufanga. Ramadre Stevenson comes back. David Long. Edgerrin Cooper, a young linebacker. David Andrews, we get him back just for depth. T'Vondre Sweat and Mason Smith, both are available, and so we give them deals to come and play for us, because why not, right? Private workouts, we're going to have to look at, see what we're going to need in this draft. I really don't know where to go. I'm really unclear of what I want to do in this draft. I don't know. Tevin Truman looks really good, but we don't really need to tackle that bad. I mean, we just don't. I mean, do we need another receiver? I guess if we got a really good one, that'd be cool. But we'll give more scouting to him and just see. But other than that, I mean, I guess a really good corner would be nice. But it doesn't really look like there's one there. We'll go with this guy here. And we'll just see what we get. I mean, hopefully it's good, but I don't know. We'll get to the draft here in a minute. And let's have a good draft, hopefully. So here in our draft, we have the 6th overall pick. We got a worse pick when we had to let more wins. So more people lost. That's crazy. We don't have a 2nd round pick, and I just don't really know what I think we need. I just don't really know at all, really. So looking at our roster, we don't need a quarterback. We don't need a running back, or at least early. Wide receiver, we're pretty good. I mean, we could definitely use some development here, but it just depends on who we find. We don't really need a tight end. We've got 2 decent ones. Tackle, we're fine. O-line across the board, we're fine. I mean, we could get better, but in the draft, we're not going to find linemen better than what we got. We'd be better off just developing the guys we need. So, looking across the board then, Christian Barmore probably should move to D-tackle, but here we are either way. I just don't know. Left outside linebacker, we need to move... We need to move, what's his name, to a linebacker, Myles Garrett, and that would help out some. We do have a linebacker, it's Garrett. We don't really need a linebacker anywhere. We don't. Corner, I mean, could we use one? Sure. Marcus Jones being a 3 could be better, but at the same time, we're fine. I mean, safety, I guess we don't need safety. I forgot we got Hufanga now. Let's go ahead and move him over. He's a free safety for us. Crazy safety duo there, Kyle Duggar and Hufanga, just going to be absolutely just destroying people. So yeah, that's what our safety room looks like now. And then I guess I'll go ahead and move Myles Garrett over as well to left outside linebacker. Because that's what he is. He's an edge rusher. If he was on this team, he would be a linebacker. He's an end. He's not a linebacker. Well, yeah, it depends on the scheme you're in, genius. Either way. He's our linebacker. We'll move one of these guys over there too later. I think receiver or corner. I mean, just getting some depth there. I just don't know who's going to be available for us here. Let's see. I don't like that corner at all. Which ones have we scouted? Rashard Ragland is not good. Round 2 to 3. Just not really good. He looks okay. Earl Armstead. let's just go to the receiver room. Good Lord. I see a couple A's here. Let's look at these guys. Mississippi State, 6'4", 220. That's not what I meant to do. DeMonte Hill, good speed, 4.3, 4.4 speed. Elite strength and jumping, that's nice. Skills, deep route's not good. Injury's fine. Short route's not great. Kick return's not great. Catch and traffic's good. Release ain't good. Let's look at this guy. Worse speed, great agility though. He's a slot guy. Bad deep route. Injury's not good. Ugh, jeez. Let's go look at corners because I'm not interested in that anymore. I see an A-man coverage here. That's always enticing. And a B zone. I like that. Elite speed. 4.28, 4.34 speed. That's insane. A injury. All right, buddy. You're here. Nick Johnson, 95 speed. We'll take it. Do we need a corner? Maybe not as much a receiver, but we probably should. Oh, wow. I probably should have traded down. I didn't even realize what pick he was. I don't know. He was like the 4th one down the board. I probably should have traded down. Well, here we are now. Too late. He looks pretty good. I'm glad we got him. Whatever. Richard Ragland could be our guy here. He's, still here, and that's fine. That's all I can say there. Elam's gone. Both of the receivers we were just looking at are both gone. So, I don't know. Offensive line, not great. Not interested. Might just go with the receiver, whoever we find. We know he's a 2nd to 3rd round talent. We'll go ahead and take him. He's 6'3", 223. Got a dev trait, 89 speed, 89 acceleration, 88 agility, 24 at receiver. Please change your number. I don't care about the number change rules. I like that they did that and stuff. But man, I really do not like when receivers wear 20s. I think that's awful. Danny Kayak? That's an interesting name. We could use, I don't know what we could use. No clue at all. Just looking for A's, basically. Tavon Brown, zone corner. I don't really like that a lot. Oh, lineman. An A and a B here. It's not bad. He's a day 3 guy. This is the end of round 3, so I guess it's close to it's day 3, basically. Injury's good. He's not bad at anything. Run block finesse could be a little better. We'll take him. Leonard Ray, welcome to the team. Probably shouldn't have. We just got David Andrews back. What am I doing? I don't even know. We'll go ahead and move forward. We could, I guess, check out like defensive ends or something. I don't really know if we have got a ton of guys. We've not even drafted much down there at all. Not at all. Let's see. Defensive ends. If I passed anybody, I'm kind of zoning out here, not going to lie. Cody looks terrible. Not good, man. No ends. Okay, we'll just do it manually. I don't know why I didn't do it in the first place, but whatever. Just whatever. Nothing. And let's go back. Hold on. Did I miss something there? No. All right. Whatever. None of these guys are good. There's just no one who's good here. We don't need one of those. If we're going to get a linebacker, we need a rusher. They don't have any, apparently. Any good corners, I guess. Always fall back to corner. Lamar Carroll looks kind of decent. He's got a potential A to C. He's got at least a B man because he's got a C zone and he's a man corner. We'll just take him. He looks decent enough. Wish he was a little faster, but whatever. Might take a fullback or something. Might just mess around. Fullbacks are always cool. We'll go ahead and go to our next pick and just see what happens, see what comes up for us. Esteban Bautista. That's a pretty sick name. Let's see what fullbacks are out here. 2 A's. Well, there's an A and an A. But we got a B on lead block on this one. What's this guy? Well, let's look at both of them. Sean Stevens, 225, 6'1", elite speed. That's nice. As a blocker, too. Looks good. His injury's good. Let's check the other one. Was it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Matthew Meeks. He's a lot bigger. A lot bigger. A lot slower. Injury's the same. His impact blocking and his lead blocking aren't even as good. They're both blocking, and this one's better. So I guess he's better if they're both the same. We'll take Sean Stevens. Hidden depth trade at a fullback. Cool. He might be a really good fullback. Sometimes that happens pretty often in these draft classes. It's relatively easy to find him. We're going to let the CPU finish this one up and get to the draft recap. Yeah, I'm not really interested in anything else here. I'm very interested in that first guy we took. I'm really upset. I probably should have traded down, but I didn't even think about it. He was like the 4th or 5th corner down the board. He's a 77, though, so that's fine. Yeah, our center sucks. Richard Ragland's fine, you know. Fullbacks, this is a bad draft class overall, but we got a good fullback, so that's a big plus, right? Yeah, sure. Either way, we'll get to the, regular season, and I'll show you the updated roster. All right, roster for year 3. Hearns, wide receiver 1. Polk, wide receiver 3. Douglas, wide receiver 2. May, Stevenson, everything's really the same. We're going to make sure McCoy is playing a little more, though. Stevens is our starting fullback. Tight end Bowers. Everything really is the same offensively, I believe. I don't really think there's anything different here. We got Kuhn now, and then the Sitton is our backup tight end. But defensively, Garrett at linebacker. Cooper is going to be our LB2, even though he's really not as good as David Long, but we want him playing anyways. Gonzalez, Nick Johnson's going to play 3. Jones is going to play our 4. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's our roster. Let's hope we can win something this year. Week 8, we got a lot of stuff to look at. So, breakout wide receiver. Big deal. We're playing a bad team. I don't know who this is. I would have guessed it's got to be our receiver 2 or 3. Demario Douglas to get to superstar? That's relatively interesting. I doubt it happens. But, hey, okay. Scouting, national focus, let the staff handle that. We're doing really good. Looking at our team, our pass game is just not there. Running game is really good, though. Defense has come a long way. We are top 10, basically. I'm just trying to roundabout answer that. But, yeah, looks about top 10. Our rookie corner, Nick Johnson, is a star. That's pretty helpful. Couldn't do much better than that. I wouldn't expect him to be much considering he was a lower level corner. Didn't expect anything better. So, either way. Now, the only problem I have is the problem with the fact that we are not doing good in the passing game. Do we need another more legitimate wide receiver 2? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we probably do. I think that's a big issue. We're trying to get all these done so we can get as much advantage as we can from our offensive groups and defensive groups. We are loading up on the staff points. So, yeah, we're looking like we're going to make the playoffs. Who is a free agent after this year? Who could be movable? Mike Onwenu, we really need him back. Cole Strange, probably need him back. Marcus Jones, he's movable. Bentley's movable. Osborne is definitely movable. Okay, so not too bad. We're really not getting hit that hard. I'm going to go ahead and try to get Onwenu to re-sign just to make sure we have him down and we're not worried about that. He'd signed today if some things were changed or something. All right, Cole Strange, can you come back on those numbers? All right, cool. We got Cole Strange back. We're not worried about him. Mike Onwenu, we'll probably get back. Marcus Jones, he's going down our depth chart. Is there really much of a reason to retain him? I'm going to at least try to get him back for 3 years. He probably will accept 4 even, actually. He's just not going to fully commit right now. It's pretty stupid. Whatever. We're going to try to look into trading KJ Osborne, maybe even Jawan Bentley. He's actually 29, so that might be a good guy to get off of. Maybe able to expand our offense, excuse me. On one hand, that would maybe a problem, though. Maybe that's part of the reason why we should keep Bentley. Maybe we should try to keep him because it could hurt our offense if we lose him. Or our defense, excuse me. We might have to look and see, we'll do one of those kind of trades where we see who's on the bad end of things. And the Jets are bad. The Dolphins aren't great. League-wide, Rams are bad. Vikings are bad. Saints are bad. Rams, Vikings, Saints. So, if we were to look for a wide receiver, Rams, Vikings, Saints, there might be people there who maybe want to get out of their current situation. We can check and see what contract situations look like. That's what we're going to do now. I'll let you know who I find and who I'm interested in. All right, so we looked at a multiplicity of options. We looked at Puka Nacua, he was too high on the end. We looked at Devontae Adams. He was too expensive, cost too much on the cap. We looked at one that I was very intrigued in was Chris Olave on a one-year deal. Maybe we could have gotten him for like less because he was a star dev, 89 overall, one-year deal. However, he was still too expensive. Jordan Addison was cheaper than him, probably because there's another receiver on that team named Justin Jefferson. But we give up a first and 3/3 and Sione Takitaki and KJ Osborne for Jordan Addison. He's going to be our wide receiver too. I think that's a much improved position. This should be pretty good. This should help our offense a lot. We get a massive win, 49-10 over the Saints. And yeah, he didn't get his breakout game, but that's probably because we brought in Jordan Addison and kind of probably hampered a little bit of his production unintentionally, but that's just how it is. But we get a breakout D lineman now. So what a great turnaround. JoJo Townsend gets another chance to break out. That would be very helpful if he would do that. However, going to have to say he probably won't, one way or another. Either way, I'm not really worried about the tandem breakout. Those don't really matter. We're up to like 6-2. Is that what that said? Pretty good so far. I'm expecting a lot of good out of this season. I think this could be the season the Patriots get it turned back around. We're going to do a quick sim and just see if he makes it or not. We'll check out everything else in a little bit. But, yeah, this should be good. Breakout player. We lose that game, actually. That sucks. But he did his breakout. I'll take it. I will take it for a loss. I'll get the breakout for a loss. The breakout might be more important in the long run anyway. So, we'll take that much, and we'll keep moving through this season. I had to step away to go do some stuff, but first, playoffs. Here we come. 12-5. Let's check out our stats for the season. Drake Maye was 7th in yards, 16th in touchdowns. We have the 6th overall offense. That's pretty good. First defense, let's go. Hello, dog. He is in here now. Ramondre Stevenson, 11th and 16th. Not bad. Demario Douglas led us in receiving yards. That's interesting. Really good year from Ramondre. 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns. Hero, just be quiet. Then 2 1,000-yard receivers. Hearns only had 940. That's kind of crazy. He must have been getting kind of clamped up. But hey, 2 1,000-yard receivers, that's great. I mean, one of them wasn't with us for most of the year, but whatever. Either way, going on, sack numbers. This one I want to see. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka had 10.5 sacks. Miles Garrett had 8. Christian Barmore had 7. Keon White had 5. 3.5 from Marte Mapu. Continue. Picks, Gonzalez with 3, and 1 for Miles Garrett. There you go. 1 for Marte Mapu, 1 for Booker, and 1 for Jawan Bentley. Other than that, we got 1 safety from Joe Tryon-Shoyinka, and that's about it. Not a bad year. It vastly improved. We have a lot to look forward to, but hey, let's get into our very first playoff game. So we have to go to Houston for our first game, but that's okay. We should be better than them anyways, right? Right? Yeah, CJ Stroud versus Drake Maye in his playoff debut wildcard round. We're going to go ahead and we are up 7 very quickly. Patrick Sitton, the backup tight end, gets the touchdown. They go down and they get 3. We like that trade-off, though. That's okay. Can we force a turnover right here? Hopefully so. No, we can force them scoring a touchdown. That's what we force. And at halftime, we get 3. All right, we're down 3 at halftime. We can manage this. This is not too bad. We start off with the ball. Don't get anywhere. Oof, they are now up to a 10-point lead. We cut that down. And now we get a drive starting at our 2-yard line. Start of the fourth quarter. Down 3. I'm going to take this drive. I'm going to see if we can will ourselves a victory here. I haven't played with this team at all yet, so this should be fun. This should be our first playoff game. I'm just now realizing we may have made the playoffs earlier, and I forgot because it's been, I left for like an hour and a half, and I just don't really remember. But either way, one way or another, this is our first one in a while. Because that first year we were okay. I don't think we made the playoffs, though. This should be our first year in the playoffs. Either way. We're doing good so far. 100 rushing yards on the game. That's pretty solid. Jordan Addison gets creamed and is now injured. Wonderful. Love to see it. Stop celebrating you're hurt. Either way. Anywho. This could be really nice with all those linebackers on the line. Douglas gets a great strike from Drake Maye. Gets him down to the 29-yard line. What a throw. That was an abdominal tear. That's not good. That is not good. We lost Jordan Addison probably for quite a while. That sucks. I don't know what is up, where our tight end is. Our number 1 tight end is not in. He must be hurt. Turn up field. First down, baby. What a way to fight for yards. Backup tight end sitting. What a way to fight for yards. Very glad to see it. Yeah, tight end is he's out or something. He's injured or I don't know. Wide open. The ball is just overthrown. Under pressure, out of reach. That sucks. Could have had it. Could have had it. Oh, well. Let's see. Hearns could be a demon here. Get that. Just throwing it too far. Drake Maye can't control it on the outside. Come on, Drake. DeAndre Hearns was absolutely wide open. We're doing the exact same thing. Hopefully the defense just doesn't play it the same way. That's it. Touchdown, DeAndre Hearns. We are back in the lead in Houston. Quieting the crowd, DeAndre Hearns is. Let's go ahead and go back to the sim. We're going to skip through this drive. 4th and 1. They convert. 9-yard reception. Very bold there. 4th and inches. Converting again. Man, that sucks. They just scored. Down by 3 once again. Why are we... No way. Why is it doing that? Not that. Are we on... We should be on all Madden or whatever it's called. We are on all Madden. Why is it telling me? See, there's all Madden. You can see. Yeah, I'm not cheating anything here. And there's probably a holding call somewhere, or somebody got too far downfield. One or the other. Great. Love to see it. Illegal man downfield. Our center got ahead of himself. Thank you, buddy. That's what happens when you run these plays sometimes. It's okay. We'll bring it back. Oh, he ducks around the safety. What an incredible move from the backup tight end. I keep saying that, but he's our starter right now. Okay, if we can get some good blocking here, Ramadre may be gone. And we get decent blocking, but almost too much blocking. They block the way. All right, whatever. Douglas, and he overthrows it. Man, control the ball. 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, but a pick. A great game, but man, if we could just get these passes a little bit more under control, we would be out of here, man. There we go. Nice little seam there. Found it right between the safety and the corner. Gonna get us down to the 12-yard line. To run the ball here, chew a little bit of clock off here. I really could throw a fade ball to Hearns over there. He would absolutely come down with it. Ramadre Stevenson running over defenders. 6 yards on the gain. Let's run it again. Gets him another 2 yards. We got to keep moving. Let's go. Let's go. Hurry up. Let's run some inside zone here. Oh, yeah. They're clear. This is a touchdown. Touchdown. Touchdownw.
I'm an idiot. You can ask anybody.
Anywho, let's get back to it. Touchdown. I can't spell. Sorry. Yeah. What are all these hints? I've never seen this before. I've never seen these hints. Yet they're everywhere. Telling me how to run an option like I haven't played this game before? Who do you think you are, bud? I don't know. All right, we're going to let this defense kind of simulate a little bit. 4th and inches. They punted. Wow. They punted. Okay. We're going to go by change of possession here. Are we going to be able to milk it? No, we aren't, but they have to go 8 from the 8-yard line all the way down the field. 4th and 6. We get a turnover. Pass knocked away. We're going to win the game. Let's go. Patriots win. Gerard Mayo, first playoff win as the head coach of the New England Patriots. Player stats, 70% completion. He outduels C.J. Stroud. Thank you very much. Joe Mixon gets hurt. Ramadre Stevenson, heck of a game. 5 yards a carry, 100 yards, 1 touchdown. Great game from him. Receiving, Demario Douglas cooked. Tank Dell got a touchdown. Dalton Schultz. Patrick Sitton got one. DeAndre Hearns got one. Nice game for them. Let's see. Myles Garrett gets him a sack and a half, and then Will Anderson eats up on us a little bit too. Tryon Shrinka gets him a sack. Keon White helps out as well. Pick from Derek Stingley. Any forced fumbles and a fumble recovery by Kelvin Booker. Nice, the rookie. There we go. Or the second-year player now, I think. Like I said, left for an hour and a half. I don't remember anything. So, we'll get back to it. First game in the books. Let's move on to the divisional round. After the game, we see big losses. Braxton Bowers out 6 weeks. Jordan Addison out 4. Addison might make it back for the Super Bowl, but Bowers he's out for the season. That sucks. Now we go to Arrowhead Stadium to take on the 16-1 Kansas City Chiefs. I assume they're the number 1 seed. You'd think so. They get 3 on their first drive. Hey, we're okay with that. In our first drive, we get 7. So take that, Kansas City. Once again, a good way to go about this. We get up 7, force a turnover, and score 7 more on them. And at halftime, it's going to be an 11-point lead. We are kind of controlling this game so far. Make it I don't know what the math is of that. 11 points, now it's 14 points. Now, fourth quarter, up by 11. Let's go change of possession here. Marching, just destroying their defense. They don't stand a chance right now. They get their own touchdown, but they're going to have to chew some clock here, and we are very well. We score again. I don't know what just happened. I need to know the scoring summary because this is absurd. They get another touchdown, but we're going to be able to close this out. They did not have enough time on the clock. Didn't even have to get involved in this game against the 16-1 Chiefs, and looks like Drake Maye outduels Patrick Mahomes. Who's your daddy, bud? Let's go. Yeah, he clearly does. 10 more yards. Completion percentage is way better. 4 touchdowns to 3 and doesn't throw a pick. Ramondre Stevenson also ran wild. 7 yards per carry, 120 yards, 2 touchdowns. Let's see. Receiving, Jalen Polk had a good game with 91 and 2 touchdowns. DeAndre Hearns had 77 yards. Mario Douglas had 40 yards. Sitting 21. Ramondre Stevenson also had 110 receiving yards. Is that correct? Am I reading this correctly? He had 230 yards in this game. No chance. And a touchdown. He's going to have a breakout game. Defensively, Myles Garrett gets himself a tackle for loss. 1.5 sack for Chris Jones. Kyle Duggar, Tryon Schwenka combined for a sack. Christian Gonzalez gets the pick. What a man. What a mighty good man. I'll say that much. No touchdown safeties, whatever. I want to see the score summary because I think we had some big scores. 14 yards, 2 yards, 73-yard pass from Drake Maye, 18-yard pass, 1-yard run, 42-yard run. Wow, what a game. What a game. We take down the Chiefs in their home stadium. We're moving on to the conference championship very quickly. Now going to Pittsburgh and Heinz Field. I'm not saying that word. And, you know, I hate to be on this side of this rivalry. During the Brady Ben era, it sucked having to watch these games. I hate where we're at right now. Wish it was maybe somewhere else. But either way, here we are. Our ball, we turn it over. They get 3. They're kind of controlling right now. Not great for us. They get total up to 6. And now they're scoring touchdowns. That's not good. We only match it with 3. That is really not good for us, man. Let's go by change of possession here. I want to see us do something. We convert on 3rd and inches. 3rd and 5 we convert. And interception by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Wonderful. All right. We're going to hop in here. See if we can get this within a 1-score game. I do know they have 2 X factors on the D-line. They're both their edge rushers. TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith both are X factors right now. So that's dangerous. I thought he one-hand dove, picked that off. I was about to lose my mind. Okay. Good job, Joey. You're a great football player. I love you. Excuse me. I'm a Patriots fan right now. Yeah, never. No way he didn't catch that. All right, we're going for this. I don't even care. I don't even care. I'm about to lose my mind. DeAndre Hearns. He's one-on-one over there. I could do a comeback route and maybe get enough. We're going to try that. Holds on to it, gets to the 40-yard line. Let's go. 3rd quarter, we got plenty of time here. We're taking the air out of this stadium right now. Oh, almost gets the ball out. That would have been an absolutely amazing play. Just couldn't hold on to just a little longer blocking. Just a little longer. Really sucks that we don't have Jordan Addison right now. He would have been a mighty help for this offense. But we got to do what we got to do. We're going to just, run what we can and hopefully get to the Super Bowl. Patrick Queen, get run over, idiot. And Ramondre Stevenson has 10 carries. That's kind of a problem. We're in the 3rd quarter. He should have run it probably 15 to 20 times by now. Breaking up the play is Deshaun Elliott. It's very hard to not root for these Steelers right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. The sim doesn't usually treat the Steelers very well, so this is a good sight to see in my opinion, one way or another. Holds on to that one. Sitton does. Patrick Sitton I think is his name. I'm forgetting it now. Not gonna lie. If this is one-on-one to Hearns, this might be a little. Yep. Terrible pass. Almost received. He almost got it off the bob. It's okay. Still 3 minutes left in this quarter. We've got time. This is an odd play here. I've never seen this one before. I thought he picked it. I was going to get so angry. I was going to get incredibly mad. Patrick Queen stinks, though, so it's fine. Still not too sure about that addition. Not going to lie. Not too sure about that one. Oh, all of our backup receivers are in right now. Awesome. What is his name? Ramadre Stevenson. I about said Rashandre, and I was like, that's not correct. Our rookie with the dev trade over here. He's going to overthrow him. Oh, boy. We're taking no time off the clock, but getting down the field, that's all that matters, right? Really probably should be milking a little more, but whatever. Gets him into the end zone. Mr. Hearns. Yeah, that one was good. Very big hole opened up right there in the center of the field. We're going to go back to the sim. Hopefully we can stop them on this drive. 3rd and 10. 4th and 10. All right, good punt. Is that a run? They're just pounding the rock right now. Absolutely just pounding the rock. 5 yards. 1st and 10 on a 4th down conversion. 1st and goal. We get 6. Let's go. Looks like Sitton got it in. I'm going to slowly go through this. 2nd and 5. 1st and 10. 2nd and 2. Come on, let's get a stop. 2nd and 13. 3rd and 13. Big time touchdown. Jaden Daniels is the quarterback of the Steelers now. What are we doing? All right. We're down by 7. It's time to really start playing. We're gonna start trying now, okay? We're gonna start trying. Go, go. Oh, if Deshaun Elliott would have been blocked a second earlier, he was gone. He was gonna break that tackle and go. That is incredibly disappointing. Oh my gosh. Oh, what a catch. Comes down with it. The combat catch. What an incredible grab by DeAndre Hearns. He is that dude. Asserting his dominance over this defense right now. Watch that safety. Jalen Polk gets it in to the end zone for the game. Potentially tying score. Let's see if we can hit the field goal. Okay, we do. The extra point, whatever it's called. 3rd and 13. Massive gain. Golly. We got to hold him if we're going to try to come back right now. Can we please hold them? Overtime. Wow, they didn't kick a field goal? We got the ball back. I don't know how. All right, it's overtime. We're hopping in. I don't know how I didn't do that before. What happened? Can I see the play-by-play? Is that a thing? Can you do that? I don't even know. It would be in the sim, probably. We're going to wait and see. Not what I thought I was doing. Ramadre going to run over the defense, though. Let's see if TJ Watt can get that edge set. Yes, sir. 1st down. That's all we care. Keep the ball in our possession for now. They've had the ball, so we do only need a field goal. But would obviously love to get more. Terrible throw. So behind. If he would have thrown that out in front of him, he would have been gone for a 1st down at least. They're doubling Hearns. Hobbs brings down an amazing catch. 47 passes for Drake Maye. His arm's about to be shot. Might not make it through the Super Bowl. Nice little seal from Ramadre Stevenson getting around the edge. Gets 5 yards. Let's go. We are in dangerous territory for this defense. They are about to be... What are we doing? What happened? He, got caught on him. I was not even running into him, and he got caught on him. And he's pushed out of bounds. A field goal should do it. Injury timeout. It was a Steeler, I believe. Yes, sir. Is that it? Is that game? That should do it, right? It's overtime. I'm pretty sure. Oh. I may not have done that if that was realized that that wasn't going to be it. I ain't gonna lie, I thought I was the Steelers. I really just tried to, like, aggressive catch that ball. That's not good. Jaden Daniels leaves the Commanders and comes to Pittsburgh. What a crazy story. We got to get them down here. They just can't get in the end zone. They can score a field goal, but they can't get in the end zone. Rather them not do that. Rather just in the game, you know. Rather that. But, hey, don't always get what you want. Terrible. Can you please go after the ball? Is that Xavier Worthy? What is this Steelers team? What is happening? Absolutely bonkers. George Pickens on Talanoa Hufanga. We need to get to the pressure on the quarterback quickly. Almost picked off. He could have clutched it up right there and then. Oh, man. Why are both of our edge rushers on this side of the ball? That makes 0 sense. I'm sorry. Gets a first down. Not good, man. Not good. Oh, no. Tryon Shoyinka is on Roman Wilson. Okay, well, that would have not mattered if I would have just moved. He went backwards. He was not a first down. He went backwards and the ball was behind the line to gain. And now he's activated X Factor. This is dangerous. Could have popped that ball out, Edgerrin, but hey, I'll take it. 2nd and 17. That's going to be a big play for us. That's fine with me. Only a 4-yard gain. They still have 13 to go. Let's go. Let's go. My heart is beating right now very fast. Come on. He dropped it. What an idiot. They have to either go for it or kick a field goal. Can we block a field goal from this range? It's usually pretty hard when you get closer, but they're going to make it. So we're going to have the ball back with about 2 minutes left. Justin Fields still riding the bench, as he should be. He's terrible. Thank you. Thank you, Madden. That made my heart feel good. Justin Fields really is terrible. This is not anything to do with Justin Fields. This game isn't. It really isn't. But Justin Fields is truly a terrible quarterback. Really good athlete. No doubt about it. You can't argue that. That's wonderful. However, an athlete doesn't make a quarterback good. I could have probably been gone if I would have cut that way farther right. I might have been to the house. That blows. They are doubling Hearns. Massive. Sitton gets a huge gain. An incredible grab. Good block, idiot. Hearns just absolutely misses his block. Doesn't even pretend to go for him. Hearns going to be open. He threw it too far! That thing hit the wall. What are we doing? Third down. Gets the first. Let's go. About to have a 400-yard game for Drake Maye in the conference championship. What a game for him. If that safety stays any kind of inside, oh, we're gone. Hearns. He couldn't hold on long enough. Golly, can you just please... Flag? Roughing the passer? Pass interference. That's huge. 1st and goal all the way down at the 8. Once it's just take a field goal, I guess it would put us in the win if we get the field. I don't know. No, it shouldn't. There's no way it would give us a win if we just hit a field goal right now. He drops it, literally in his hands. Defender behind him. TJ Watt in pass coverage. Now, granted, he's a good pass coverage linebacker, but not like that. Golly. And gets sacked. Cam Hayward. Why is he wearing number 96? That's why I was wondering. I was wondering where Hayward was. Wasn't looking for 96 was the problem. The big receiver, Hearns, puts it in the end zone. Is that game? There it is. There's game. Releasing the pressure from the stadium. This game's over. Jaden Daniels had a good game. We just happen to have a slightly better one. Drake Maye, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. Not too bad. Ramondre Stevenson, 84 yards. Najee ran all over us. DeAndre Hearns had 144 yards and 2 touchdowns. Sitting 73 yards and a touchdown. Worthy 100 yards. Great game. Great game. We're going to the Super Bowl. Now we go to the Super Bowl, have to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We're considered the home team. We have a better defense and a better overall total. As we should if we have a better defense and the same offense. Obviously, idiot. Talking to me, that is. I'm the idiot. So, we only have 2 X factors. That kind of stinks, but they have just 3. Well, I guess they could have more, and I just can't see some of them. Either way, let's get right to it. Where is the Super Bowl played at? Maybe Atlanta? Yeah, Atlanta. There we go. I said that right as it opened up, so I didn't just like say it when I saw it. I promise. Oh, great. We just turned the ball over. He threw the ball away on a 4th and 2. Good job. This is a very crappy game so far. However, we are in scoring territory. Get 7 of our own. In the second quarter, the scoring takes off a little bit. Okay, we're up by 11 now at half. Good, good. Go see to the end of the third. They get a quick score. That's not great. However, we match it with our own, up by 12. Looks like we're going to control this game. Song is something crazy doesn't happen. I don't know what just happened, but that looked crazy. How did it go all the way this way and then all the way back that way? 2nd and 15. Big game there. Wow. They're scoring. And now 3rd and 16. 4th and 16. We're punting. 20-yard line. I mean, they're down by 2 scores, so they got a lot to gain here. 4th and 6 on the 7-yard line. Turnover. Marte Mapu knocks the ball away. That's game. Let's get out here. We're going to run up some points a little bit. Let's see. Who can we make mad? Why is McCoy out here? Somebody's hurt. Addison did come back to the Super Bowl, so that was a very big help, though our tight end was still out. P.I., come on now, P.I. Good game from Drake Maye. 23 of 37, 270 yards. I probably shouldn't do this, but we're up by 2 scores, so we should be fine, right? Imagine I throw a pick, they score, and then they get an onside, and then they score again. That would be insane. Gonna run up a little bit, get some extra yardage. Gotta do it if we're in the Super Bowl, right? I mean, this is the end of the video, effectively. So, I will say, if I don't remember if I mentioned at the beginning or not, because I left for an hour, make sure you check out Dubby.gg. Use code Shredder for 10%. Oh, Drake Maye. He running. Get him out of bounds. No hurting. Let's go. Dubby.gg. That's not the right side. Dubby.gg. This is my favorite, the Blue Raspberry. It's a really good tasting energy drink. Check out all they got. You can use code Shredder for 10% off your order of anything on the website. So, go ahead and check that out. Well, actually, not anything. They just released new canned drinks, like soda can type of drinks, and those right now are not under discount. So, don't get those under without discount. But everything else you can definitely try. You can try anything of mine on there. So, let me know what you think about Dubby when you check it out. Use code Shredder. Would appreciate that a ton. Let's go ahead and run one more. If we can have time for this route to develop, this could be really cool. He knocked it away. Playing DB out there. Receiver out there playing DB. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and just throw it up. We'll just hook up a good shot to the end zone. See if we can score. Hopefully not throw a pick and ruin the stats of this game, but whatever. Probably will, more than likely. Oh, look at that. I literally called it. All right. Get him down. Whitehead. Your name is literally a pimple. Stop it. Drake Maye wins the New England Patriots a Super Bowl. Doesn't throw 2 picks. Let's just say he didn't, okay? That was kind of my bad. Threw 3 touchdowns. Ramondre Stevenson got hurt in the game. However, didn't matter. We were able to control the game. Jordan Addison, 96 yards and a touchdown off of an injury. DeAndre Hearn, 72 yards and a touchdown. Very good game for us. 2.5 sacks from Garrett, 1 from Bentley, half from Edgerrin Cooper. Both picks were for them. Any forced fumbles? Khalil Mack got himself. Well, he's still playing? Good Lord, he must be so old. Either way, that's our Super Bowl. Let's go check out who won all the things for this year. Had a really good season. 3 years to rebuild this team. Not too bad, Patriots fans. Just 3 years away from Drake Maye and a Super Bowl. Though, you really should never have a Super Bowl again. You've won plenty in the last 20 years. You don't need another one. If you're alive right now and your team isn't the Patriots, there's a good chance you haven't seen your team win a Super Bowl. And the fact that they've won 6 in the time that you've been alive, if you've been alive for the last, 15 to 20 years, well, I think that should mean for your entire lifetime, until the last person who's seen all 6 Super Bowls is dead. I did see all 6. They shouldn't be allowed to win another one. But here we are. So going one more week in advance so we can see who does win the little awards and whatnot, who wins our MVP. Because it may not be Drake Maye with those 2 picks, but it does end up being Drake Maye. And then that is all we win. Either way, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it a ton. If you're here, please hit that like button, that subscribe button. Helps a ton and doesn't cost you a single thing. Either way, let me know who you want to see next, what rebuild, and I will see y'all in the next video.